I mean, we take branched chains, we take all these. What was the difference between those amino acids and what we're talking about when it comes to peptides? It seems so fishy to me. It's like, I know that when the lockdown happened, it's like, okay, then this whole telemedicine kind of really opened up. And then they opened up shop again and go, oh, well, we don't like that. Let's shut that back down and make sure that you go visit. And it's like, okay. And then now it's amino acids in this sense, because that's basically a continuous of what peptides are, amino acids. How can they take something that's, I mean, we take branched chains, we take all these. What was the difference between those amino acids and what we're talking about when it comes to peptides?
So some of these different amino acid sequences were long chains, longer than 9 sequence amino acids. They do not like that. They do not like it more. I don't know why. They haven't gave a reason why. There's no reasoning out there I could even think of, because orally I could put a sequence of these things together, no problem, sell them over the counter. Nobody's going to come regulate or say, hey, you're doing wrong there at all. But if you have an injectable, that's going to be a problem. The other thing I seen was on Schedule 1, if you look on the FDA sheet, and these are things that are currently evaluating, NAD, glutathione, L-theanine, L-arginine. You're talking about some real basic things now.
Yeah.
So if they get rid of those in compounding, the only way that you'll be able to get those things is over the counter or oral form. So I mean,
L-carnitine is okay as long as it's a tablet, not a injectable.
That's right.
And then glutathione is one of the biggest talks about right now about healthy heart, healthy body,
of course.
And they're going to pull that off of there as well. Which
the next thing that will affect, if they do that, Mike, is it will affect the IV business. All IVs, NAD, glutathione, L-theanine. I mean, these are basic compounds. The only thing that they'll be able to do through IVs is like biotin, maybe vitamin C, some zinc, essential minerals. I mean, there's some things they'll still be able to do, but you're going to take away a lot of the tool belt as far as that goes if those Schedule 1s get put them to a Schedule 2 class. So hopefully they won't do anything stupid as far as that goes. But I'm telling you,
if anybody is out there and they're watching this, and you can share some knowledge onto me at least on why this would come about. This seems so odd to me, and really coming out of the left field as quick as they did to do this is very interesting to me. Jeffrey, do we got any questions from these guys right now?
Oh, we're killing it.
And again, anybody and everybody here, feel free to ask questions.
Yeah, so what are good ways to strengthen flush blood into my lower back? I strained it.
I know, they love that. They love that one, Mike.
Go for that one, Johnny, right here. Getting blood into that lower
back. Flush blood into my lower back. I strain on March. Okay, so to put blood back into the lower back, that would be more of a vasodilator situation there, I would think, to create more blood flow. And I would definitely go with Hercules Potion for that. It's essentially packed with 9 different things, from glutamine for recovery, arginine, L-citrulline, proline, taurine, NAC, L-carnitine, and lysine too as well. So there's a lot of bang for the buck there, and it should definitely help with blood going to the lower back. And what I would do is I would try to get a hold of BPC and TB500 through us as quick as possible, because that could start helping the strains or maybe some different issues that you hurt when you did this training.
I feel like we're like the shopping network right now. It's like, right? Hey, we got 5 minutes left. You guys at home, you women, and it's like, no, but it's true. It's like, I know that when I talked to you, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get some BPs in and
sure.
Get this stuff in here, and
for
jump
sure.
on that. So I'm making the phone call. The number is right there for you guys down below.
Yeah.
But my take on the lower back is that go for it again.
No, I'm saying I haven't heard too much about it, like except for us, like talking about it right now. I know Rick Collins has brought some information out about it, but nobody has talked about this in the industry. I haven't heard any clinic voice up. I've seen one pharmacy send out one email. All the other pharmacies have been, unless I call them directly, I call the owner, as far as public coming out. So I don't know what's
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe they don't want to stir things up or stir problems, or they don't want to make people aware. I'm fully transparent, and I always have been. Yeah. So, what you see is what you get, and I want to let people know right away. And, people, it's when I contact people and I tell them stuff like this, because this happened with HCG before, okay? It happened 2 years ago where HCG could be compounded. Well, 10 years ago, they made a regulation or law that said, hey, listen, on this date, nobody's going to be able to compound HCG anymore unless you have a biological compounding license, which Big Pharma has. So at that point, compounding HCG was done. So I let patients know right away, and they were buying 2 years worth of HCG at a time, because at that point, nobody was trying to let anybody know, and I just all of a sudden say, hey, listen, it's gone off the market. But people can read this for their own knowledge. They could go online, they could type in exactly what we're saying and read it for themselves. So it's not like I'm trying to do a sales pitch and say, you better buy now because you know what? We don't know when it's guys, I don't lie when I say things like this. I would get it while I can, because who knows if it's ever going to come back, and who knows how long the stash is going to be there for the pharmacy to be able to distribute out, because once it's gone, and they're not going to be able to get powder. So there's no more compounding. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be real crazy.
Jeff was talking, Jeff's my guy here. He was talking about something that, if he remembers correctly, Mark Bell and Chris Bell kind of brought up there was this documentary about Kratom.
A Leaf of Faith.
Yep.
A Leaf of Faith. And Kelly Dunn, if I'm correct, is the producer of that and put that information out there. And they did a whole movie about this product. And I remember it got banned. And then Jeff was saying that those two really jumped on a bandwagon of trying to go petition, I guess it was.
Change.org.
Right.
Now, people sign this.
And so they did put out a petition and had 100,000 signatures, something great, and that helped reverse it. So if there's something like that, hopefully enough people out there do that to help out. And again, I think it goes back to the discussions that we've had over the weeks. Is there's great peptides for people that are injured. I get. Yep. At the end of the day, it's great having muscle. It's great being in shape. Right. But I think the pain aspect or injury aspect is such a big thing. And if these people are doing these peptides and it is helping, what do they do when those peptides go away? Now what is their options? They go to pain medicines and goes back to the big pharma and then using what they have to offer, or something worse like Vicodin or something like that, and then you go down that ugly road.
Of course,
it seems like a money maker for somebody out there.
Yeah, it is. Big pharma, I mean, obviously has a hand in this. They really do. They control the FDA in a lot of the situations. Money talks. It is what it is. I mean, so yeah. I mean, I haven't seen an official petition. I was going to start one myself, but. I mean, people are going to have to band together on this, because if they want to see peptides stay around, then they're going to have to step up, and it's going to have to be documented too as well. I mean, clinical studies, everything like this. Like, more doctors should be doing way more clinical studies on some of these peptides. There is a lot of information out there, but there could be a lot more. And if you have indisputable proof and you can show an FDA or even Big Pharma and even sell it to them at that point, you don't know if they're going to shelf it or not, but they would do something with it, I would think, if they could think they can get a whole bunch of money from it. But the study's got to be there.